Welcome to Kendra's Artistic Crochet Designs. And I don't know if I told you that for my size, I chained 80. Was it 180? No, 80. I chained 80 chains. And that made this about 24.5 inches. And so I ended up doing 18.5 inches long. And so I wanted to show you the difference between front and back on this. So this, if it's smooth, that's the back. If it's smooth. If it's front, there's some bumps right in here. It's not smooth. And you can see the texture in it. So the front of it is textured, and the back of it is not textured at all. So you want to put the two textured sides together. And we are going to sew this together. Now I made 2 of these. That's right, guys. I had to make 2. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to crochet these together instead of sew them together. And I'm going to use this white yarn to do it. So you want to make sure that you start out in the right stitch. And I'm gonna single crochet these together. So whenever you're in the half double crochets, you want to make sure that you go to the right stitch across. So I just put 3 stitches there just to get that started. Now, there we go. So what we're doing is you're putting, in the double crochets, you're putting 2 stitches in, and in the half doubles, we're putting 1. You want to keep these stripes together and make sure they match up. Match up your stripes, make sure your stripes stay together. So you do that all the way up, and then do this side as well. And then we will be back, and once we get the whole thing sewed together, I'll show you what to do next. So all you're doing is doing the sides, okay? And then I'll see you the next time. All right, so now I've got both sides sewed together and the ends sewed in. So I'm going to turn this inside out, or right side out, actually. And that's all sewed together. All right. All right, so I'm trying to think, what do I want to do? I'm going to use blue. I think I will use the blue. We were just going to use blue. So, this is like the bottom half that goes about right here. I don't know if you could see that on me. Right here. And we're going to do the top half and the shoulders. So I kind of wanted to show you that's what we're going to do. All right. We're going to go into this first stitch here. And we are going to put single crochets. Single crochets. Or do I want to do... Hang on. No. We're going to start in the back of it. I want to do half double crochets. So I'm just chaining one and I'm putting a half double crochet in that same, because this chain one does not count. So we're going to put a half double crochet in every stitch around. And I'm doing it with the inside facing me so I can catch those third stitches on the other side. Just going to do a row of half double crochets here. Now we're going to do that all the way around, just putting one half double crochet in every stitch. And then we will be back and I'll show you what to do next. Okay, so I've got all of my half double crochets in, and I slip stitched to the first one after I got around there, and now we're going to bring it to the front and go this way. So when we do a half double crochet, you have a back loop and a front loop and a third loop, and in the, which is right in front of it, okay, and in that third loop we are going to do a slip stitch. And we're going to slip stitch all the way around in those third loops. Because I want that want that ridge there. So we're going to make a ridge. So we're going to go all the way around it. And we're going to do a loose slip stitch. If your slip stitches are too tight, then you may want to go up a needle size. And then when you get back around, you're going to slip stitch in the first slip stitch. And then I will be there with you to show you the next step. Okay, so I made it all the way around and I slip stitched to the first. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back. We're going to fold these slip stitches forward, and we're going to get this stitch in the back. Let me try to think how I'm going to do this, because I want to do the star stitch again. I'm trying to think if I need to make a, yeah, we're going to slip stitch back there. Okay, so I slip stitched back in the back. I'm going to chain 3, and then in the second chain from the hook, we're going to pull up a loop, and then the last chain from the hook, we're going to pull up a loop. We're going to go back into this stitch and pull up a loop, and then we're going to pull up a loop on the next 2 stitches. And then we should have 6 loops on our hook, and we're going to go through all 6 of them and chain 1. But that is too loose. Let me try that again. Oh goodness. All right. All right, in here, pull up a loop. There's 4, 5, 6, and now we go through all 6 and chain 1. So we've got the first one made. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into the heart where the chain 1, inside the chain 1, pull up a loop. Is that the chain 1? No, that wasn't. Here's the chain 1. Oh goodness gracious. And then the leg, pull up a loop, and then right inside the last stitch. And now we're just going to go, we're going to pull up a loop in the next, each of the next 2 stitches, and so that we have 6 on our hook, and chain 1. So we're just going to keep doing that. Go into the chain 1, into the leg, into the stitch, and then the next 2 stitches. We're going to keep doing that until we get all the way around it. And I'm going to meet you here at the end of the row to show you what to do next. All right, so I got to the last one right here, and I'm going to slip stitch at the top of this chain 3 that we started with. So it looks like that. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to chain 1 here, and then we're going to go, there's little holes right here. We're going to go in those, we're going to put 2 single crochets in each one of those holes to finish off our stars. So you'll go all the way around, putting 2 single crochets, and then you're going to slip stitch into that chain 1 that we started out with right here once you get all the way around. And we're going to do, I think we're going to do a couple more. So each star is 2 rows. So we are going to do a couple more stars, which will be 4 more rows. And then I think that's going to be it for this week. And next week we'll get into making the shoulders and the rest of it and finishing that part up. And we'll see you next week. So thank you for watching, and have a great day. And bye-bye now.